Really spoken all over the world. I believe it's the seventh highest spoken language. The arts, the culture, the literature, the music is all common between the two countries of Bangladesh and West Bengal of India. Rabindranath Tagore has written the national anthem for both of these countries. A lot of the music and art is based on his literature, his prose, his poetry. And for our guest's information, I would like to mention that he is one of the Nobel Laureate Prize winner from India. I would like to speak a little bit about myself. My name is Sangeeta Ghosh. I have been living in this area for over 20 years now. I am an attorney, I work for Kent County, and I am on the board of Western Michigan Bengali Cultural Association. It is really gratifying to see where this organization has come and also the partnership that we have enjoyed with the Bangladeshi community. And we are hoping that next year it will be a much larger and a more vibrant event that we will be able to put together to commemorate the anniversary. I would also like to mention that the mission of Bangladeshi community and the West Michigan Bengali Cultural Association is to make sure that we are able to retain our unique talents, our culture, our heritage, our education, the knowledge, the value system that we bring from our countries of India and Bangladesh. You may have read the book by Gladwell Maxwell, who said that where we come from defines who we are, and our identities and our uniqueness is very important. I know that Bingoi has supported the diversity of this community. He is a passionate leader in that regard. We bring unique talents to this area, and you will be seeing a showcase of those talents tonight. I would now like to take a few moments to introduce our guest of honor today, Bing Goi. He is at the Office of New Americans. He is the director, and his office is, I believe, located in the governor's office. And he will speak to you more about the services that they are providing. I believe he was appointed back in 2014 by Governor Rick Snyder to make sure that talent was retained in this area, also to assist immigration in areas that is needed in this location, and those that are here are able to thrive and succeed. Mr. Goi will explain more. I also believe that the mission of both the Bangladeshi community and Western Michigan Bengali community would complement the services that his office provides. So I'm hoping that we would be continuing to be partnered as we make sure that each of us is successful. On this day of New Year celebration, we also take a moment to think about what we want to do in the coming year. We try to recalibrate our plan for the year. Some of you may be looking forward to enhancing your careers, your business, your education, maybe even wealth. So on behalf of Western Michigan Bengali Cultural Association and the Bangladeshi community, I would like to wish you well for this year, wishing you success, happiness and prosperity. Now I would like to invite Mr. Bing Goi to share his opening remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's truly a privilege and an honor for me to be here with you. And on behalf of Governor Snyder, I want to bring you his greetings and also his congratulations on this wonderful event, and also his best wishes for a happy and prosperous new year. As you know, Governor Snyder is truly one of the most pro-immigration governor in the country. And in 2014, he established the Office for New Americans with the intent and the purpose for ensuring that the immigrants and the refugees who come to the state of Michigan are given every opportunity to fulfill the American dream. So I think it's also very important for you to know who I am. So I want to just spend a few minutes talking about who I am. I was born in Indonesia, in Jakarta, Indonesia, and my parents and my 6 siblings fled Indonesia in 1954. We ended up for about 5.5 years living in the Netherlands as well, before we immigrated to the United States, arriving in Grand Rapids, Michigan on January 9, 1960. And as your story and my story, my family's stories, are certainly very, very similar. And I remember my parents, my mom and dad, always saying, you know, if we ever get a chance to come to America, that's our goal, that's our dream. And the reason is not for them to benefit from it, but their reasons as parents for wanting their children to come to the United States is for the opportunities that this great nation affords us. And I think that for all of us, for all the parents who have made that sacrifice, I believe that every one of you have done it because of your children. And so, as a child of immigrant and refugee family parents, I give thanks to my parents for making that sacrifice. And for all of you who are children of those parents, I want you to really, today and the days to come, to say thank you to your parents for making that great sacrifice to come to the United States, because our lives are better than because of it. So I want to thank you for this opportunity, and I want to just share with you a few things about what I think and what Governor Snyder envisions the benefits of having this great diverse population in the state of Michigan. The Bangladeshi community, the Bengali communities, are a major and important part of the state of Michigan. From your humble beginnings of a small group of Bangladeshi people coming to the United States in the early 1970s, to where it is today, it is just an amazing journey, and one that I believe Governor Snyder also appreciates and understands the values that you bring and other immigrant groups bring to the United States. To just give you some statistics, because sometimes we don't even know, our own talents and our own assets that we bring. And then sometimes we don't even know how important each one of us are to this state of Michigan. The population that you represent is better educated than a general U.S. population. More of your residents and your peoples of this population have bachelor's degrees than the U.S. population, and twice as likely to hold advanced degrees. Your median household income is higher than those of the U.S. households here in the United States. Over 30% of your workforce is in professional or managerial occupations: engineering, science, law, medicine, finance, or education. And what is interesting, that in spite of our weather, the communities that you represent, Michigan is ranked as having one of the largest populations, along with New York, California, Florida, Texas, and New Jersey. In Michigan, Detroit has the largest concentration of the population that has settled in the state of Michigan. And what is interesting that I want to share with you today, which you may or may not know, is that in Southeast Michigan, in the city of Hamtramck, on November 7, 2015, Governor Snyder participated in ribbon-cutting ceremony to formally announce the opening of Bangla Town in the city of Hamtramck. What is truly interesting about that is, again, as you may not be the largest immigrant population in the state of Michigan or the largest immigrant population in the United States of America, your contributions, as I said before, are significant and one that truly enhances the quality of life, not just for yourself, but for every resident here in the state of Michigan. Hamtramck was once a city predominantly populated by immigrants of Polish descent, but now it is a very diverse population, where the Bangladeshi population is at 15% of the total population. Hamtramck is also now the only city in the nation where its political leadership on its commission, on its city commission, the majority of those seats are held by individuals representing the Muslim faith. My hope is that in the very near future, metropolitan Grand Rapids will also have a Bangla Town. That the leadership, the political leadership in Metro Grand Rapids will also have representations from the Bangladeshi community, the Bengali community as well. Because you see, that's part of our responsibilities as immigrants. That we not only contribute culturally, that we not only contribute economically, but that we also contribute politically. That our voices will also be heard, and that our understanding of the world and of our communities and our neighborhoods is also heard when public policy decisions are being made. That, for me, is the biggest challenge that we all have as immigrants that have come and benefited from this great country. As you usher in the new year of 1423, on behalf of Governor Snyder, I want to thank you for your contributions in helping West Michigan become stronger and richer as a community, because you have shared and you are willing to share your talents and your cultural traditions. I was reading a program in preparation for this, and I was struck by a statement that was included in your program. Because as I was thinking about, oh, we're going to have this wonderful celebration, we're going to have this wonderful amount of great foods, which I truly enjoyed, but truly this celebration, this New Year celebration, is much more than that. And I want to share just with you and the statement that was found in your program, which I thought was so meaningful, and one that is not only true for all of us here in this audience, in this auditorium, but it's also true for every one of us who live here in the state of Michigan. And the statement is this: that this celebration is a reminder that tells us that we are here to signify a renewal of hope and of strengthening bonds of friendship, transcending religious and regional differences. My prayer for you and for all of us who call West Michigan home is for us to serve one another. And in so doing, we honor the teachings of our faith. Congratulations on your event, and thank you very much for allowing me to be a part of your celebration. Thank you.
I would like to request Sayan Chakraborty, he is the president of Western Michigan Bengali Cultural Association, to come and hand over a small gift. And I have a story to say here. We were initially planning to give him a flower bouquet, and it struck us that he is known for his floral business, Eastern Floral. So we decided we had to get him something very unique. And there is actually a story about how he started his business as an entrepreneur. When he came here, he brought over a bankrupt company. And from there, it is now one of the top 6 Teleflora company in Michigan. He has also assisted a lot of entrepreneurs in starting their businesses here in West Michigan and becoming successful. So if any of you hold those dreams, do not hesitate to contact Bin Goi. He's always available for advice and guidance. He is very passionate about entrepreneurship. So if that's something in your plans this year, you know who to approach. I now request Shayon and Dr. Rahman to present the small token of our gratitude.
Thank you so much. This is just stunning and very beautiful. And the orchids certainly makes this a wonderful, beautiful piece of art. So thank you so much. I am truly honored to have been with you here today, and I look forward to the programs that will follow. Thank you.
Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce to you Dr. Abid Bhai Rahman from the Bangladeshi community. He is a vascular surgeon practicing since 1980. He has lived in Kalamazoo and Battle Creek area, and he's been in this area for about 36 years. He's blessed with not only 3 accomplished children, one of them is a psychologist, another is an attorney, and an engineer. He is also blessed with 5 grandchildren. So with that, I would request Dr. Rahman to share the opening remarks on behalf of the Bangladeshi community.
শুভ নববর্ষ 1423 সাল. Happy New Year to you all and to the world. Salam to all martyrs and freedom fighters of Bangladesh. They enabled us to continue our heritage and tradition. As mentioned, I'm Dr. Abidur Rahman. I am proud and humbled to represent Bangladeshi Association of West Michigan. Welcome our honorable guest, Mr. Bin Goi. Thank you for taking some time to spend with us on the celebration of New Year. Welcome to you all Bengalis and friends of Bengals. You are the inspiration and soul of this celebration. In some regards, we the human beings and the delightful humanities and cultures in us is the spirit of all festivities in the world and at all corners of the motherland or mother world. Nothing brings us together than a good music or a poetry or a dance or drum. The tender and emotional touches of the arts and culture brings us together and transcends the all boundaries, all races, religions, and even the times. In these trying times, unity and diversity is the only way future for our world and our children, our future generations. That's where Pohela Boishak stands among us and with us. It is not only a functional marker of eternity path of time, but it is also a truly epitome of a rich culture of history. Although Pohela Boishak started with entity of Bengalis, but it has laid the canvas of arts and culture where all are part of the celebrations, where millions can melt into one, or one can touch millions. We are the new immigrants. We are proud Bengali Americans. We also has adopted new country, submerged into the new cultures, and mingled with the tradition of United States of America. We also brought our values, our hues, dimension from our rich thousands of years of heritage of Bengal. In few minutes, you'll witness the performance of talented artists, young and adults. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I would like to take a few minutes to thank the sponsors of these organizations and the supporters. Without your support, this function would not be possible. I would also like to thank the dedicated volunteers who has offered their many hours and time. Also like to congratulate and thank them for their devotion to organize these events year after year. I also like to thank the Wyoming Community School system to allow us to participate and utilize this wonderful facility. But last, I would like to thank very much for our friends from the Western Michigan Bengali Cultural Association. Without their cooperation or co-sponsorship, this function would not be possible. Sangeeta and I will depart now and welcome the Masters of Ceremony, Rahat and Rana. Let's give them a big hand of applause.